Hi, scary guy who I thought was cute. A body with no warmth engulfs me. The body is no longer Misyr's. It was the young man beyond the fissure. She's there like that. The first time when I went to another world, when I passed through the gate to Medio, oh, that was him. A voice calling to me from somewhere. And when I was thrown out onto Amasaki Island. What is he saying? Because I'm sick of hearing this. What drew me into the gate? That mysterious voice. Thinking back to that harsh noise, hidden behind it, a voice. Don't tell me that voice. It was... With it whispered in my ear like this, I finally realized.
そうだよ。どれも全部僕の声なんだ。
Sweetheart. Okay, well, brainwashing me and almost killing me in Medio. On my way to Medio is not the move, sweetheart. You gotta, like, I don't know. Do something else.
やっぱり君には聞こえてたんだね。僕はこうして君とずっと言葉を交わしたかった。気が遠くなるぐらいに君を待って求めていたんだ。
Okay.
ずっと君のことを思わなかった時間はなかったよ。
The young man embraces my body, entirely stricken with pain, with even more force.
やっと君に触れられる。やっと君と話ができる。
You think this is the way to win her over? My dude, you fucking scared her. You tricked her. You dragged her into your world. You tricked her by taking on the visage as Misyr. And then you're trying to hurt her beyond where she's already hurt by inhaling all this damn ash. Sweetheart, you ain't getting no brownie points with her, I'll tell you that right now.
嬉しいな。諦めずに何度も手を伸ばした甲斐があった。
This man, what is he talking about? As he breathes sighs of joy over me, my body is in pain and my vision blurs. A feeling of nausea rises. See, why are you not freaking out, you idiot? Like, the girl that you want to talk to is like not really in a state of talking. Just as I cough up blood, yet again.
Otomeから離れろ。
Purple lightning approaches the young man. During the slight moment when the young man's eyes go wide, I put all my strength into my arms and shove his body away from mine. Using that force, I turned to where the lightning came from. Oh my. What is going on? All that fills my vision is ash. But in a small gap, I see a dark figure. This time, on that night.
Otome!
one who promised to ring the Enchante doorbell was there. Misyr! My breathing pains me, and as I collapse to my knees, he rushes to me and catches me just in time. But the face of my support, Misyr, is twisted in fatigue and anguish. Misyr, the young man. Will we ever know this guy's name? Holy shit. Perhaps because this is their first time meeting face to face, Misyr looks shocked when he sees his face. Misyr holds me up like he's shielding me and glares intensely at the young man. While watching the man's state to run at any moment, he slowly backs away. Misyr asks questions to try and create an opening in the man. Okay, sweetheart, you do have a nice smile, but what's your problem? What's your deal? You crazy? Are you a yandere? I like your nails though. Nice color. Slate, gray sort of deal. Goes with the whole motif. Oh god, he has one of those snooty ass rich people laughs. Ugh. He must really think this is hilarious. Yes, that's why he laughed.
Okashi. それを君が聞くのかい? 他でもない君が。君は僕のことを ずっと はるか昔から知っていたはずなのに。僕は君にとってたった一人の同郷の仲間なんだから。
The homeland. The moment he hears those words, Misyr's face goes stiff. However, he uses the young man's opening.
ことね、どうにか頑張って落ちないように捕まってて。
Oh, okay. We just gonna eat ourselves out of there. Alright, cool. Misyr, prioritizing the escape, holds on to me and runs at full speed. Shot. Unbothered. He's like unbothered king. He's probably gonna let you run. The young man doesn't rush and intently sees us off without moving a step from that spot. Like I said, he's unbothered. Simply smiling. Jesus. Woo. As Misyr walks while holding me. No! What the hell kind of place is this? It kills everybody. Much like me, fresh blood also spills from his mouth. I try to call out to him, but my lungs hurt like they're burning. Yeah, that's what inhaling ash would do. My blood torments me like it's poison. That girl is... Okay, I'll stop. Misyr desperately protects me with the robe he's wearing. Misyr. Between my hoarse breaths, I try to call his name.
喋らないで。
Oh, he's bleeding. Oh, no. A voice mixed with worry prevents me.
詳しく話してる暇はないけど、この世界の大気は人体に有害なんだ。長時間さらされれば命を落とす。この姿の俺なら君を運べるから、ゲートまでもう少しだけ耐えて。
I guess that magic zapping shit did that the guy did to him. Yeah, it did a number on him. Cause couldn't he fly or some shit? As if to mock his determination, smoke rises from the ash in front of us, and oh fuck! Oh, no wonder he was unbothered, cause he figured these motherfuckers were gonna get us. Okay. You know they mean business when they got those anime speed lines around the thing. They really finna rush us. The ones from before, the menace we saw on Amasaki Island, they swarm us all at once. The usual Misyr could crush them all with a single glare, but... Just get out of here. As he is right now, he can only smash the approaching spar toy one by one, and he doesn't seem able to fly. Well, that's what I was banking on. Spar toy 2, Electric Boogaloo, a non-human that appeared on Amasaki Island, a skeleton made out of ash from the world of End times where Misyr lives. Still, while avoiding the spar toy, he continues running through the wasteland. Did he lose the spar toy? You better hope so. Or did they let us go? Doesn't matter, you better hope so. Despite them disappearing from sight. Oh! Misyr's steps grow more and more dull. Hoarse breaths begin to wheeze from his throat. Oh my god. This better not be no bad ending. It becomes injury, and without blood dripping down.
頑張ってあと少しでゲートだ。
Using his own body as a shield, he strongly embraces me. Misyr simply repeats in desperation.
大丈夫。心配しないで。君は必ずアッシャンテに戻れる。
Each time the storm blows fiercely, Misyr holds me a little bit tighter. He says that, but I don't know if those Spartoi or that young man will catch up. Misyr, if you carry me, you'll... If you go by yourself...
君を見捨てろって冗談じゃないね。
In my thinning consciousness, I try to call to him once more, but what the hell? All them symmetrical mounds of ash. The fuck? Excuse me. In this world that was empty until now, I realized that a small change has occurred. As far as I can see, there are small hills at regular intervals. What are those? What are those? No, I'm just kidding. If she screamed like that, she probably would have died. We don't have time to chat, but I know that, but to maintain my consciousness, I instinctively ask Misyr.
あれは墓標だよ。
What?
不幸にもこの世界に迷い込んで死んでいった人たちのね。俺はその中のただ一人の生き残りで、かつては君と同じ人間界の人間だったんだ。
Oh, what? Misyr walks on, speaking in a hoarse voice. He talks about his life, about a history long ago. Motherfucker, your lungs are burning up. Why are you talking? We get into disposition. Let's go. I say that, but it's hazy to me too. I don't remember much about that time. The only things carved into my brain are MidMorningSol, yawning too much, I know. Memories barely remaining as knowledge. It goes back tens of thousands of years. Right. It's an era known to human descendants now as Genesis. Genesis refers to the distinctly ancient, yeah, I can read, I promise. It refers to the distantly ancient era when Misyr was born, possessing advanced technology. In the Bible of the human world, this era is told of the time of creation and the birth of humanity. Interesting. I'm sure two people now, people have the idea of stone tools and humans living as hunter-gatherers. Oh wow, what the hell? What is that place? Ah, of course the damn paper thing is in the way. The reality was nothing like that. The human world at the time had far more advanced technology than the modern day. Sure it did, game. Sure it did. Magic and science. All techniques were fused to extreme limits, creating an advanced civilization. In such an era, I was born as an ordinary human. However, by the time I reached adult age, I left my homeland, the human world. That is Noah's Ark! That has to be. At the time, the human world knew of worlds outside our own. We had observed the existence of them. All technology at the time was utilized to cross the boundary between worlds and develop means to move into them. As a result, that was the result of that was called an ark, a vehicle that could travel to other worlds. What the fuck? Ark refers to the rectangular ship appearing in the Bible of the human world. In this game, it means that ships used by humanity to travel to other worlds in the era of Genesis. What the fuck? I was chosen as a human to ride an ark in search of new lands and other worlds. Why did we seek other worlds? Why did we need to leave the human world? The reason? I don't remember it anymore. Wow. For the journey, loaded into the ark was a door, a gate that connects to space-time to connect to that world with the human world. Gate 2, a door of space-time loaded into an ark, connecting other worlds to the human world. Interesting. Likely, if another world suitable for inhabitation was found, humans planned to use the gate to move to that new world. The gates that exist in other worlds, including the one in Enchante, were probably left for that purpose. Excuse me. However, among the many arcs that departed, the ark I was riding, it suffered the worst luck. We were swallowed by a wave in space. Much like being cast away, what we reached was... The world I reached was... this world we call the world of end times. Appropriate to its name, this world bestows an ending upon all who visit. What the fuck? The atmosphere of this world is not something the human body endures very well. On the first day we arrived, about half the crew I came with died. After realizing the abnormality, we tried to flee, but there was nothing we could do. Naturally, I was no exception. Oof, fuck. The ash that enters the body stabs into it, causing one to vomit blood. The wind burns the skin of those exposed. The people around me suffered and suffered and suffered. In the end, their bodies would erode and become ash. They would die and become a part of this world. Objects were also no exception. All things would arrive at the same fate. I watched it all with vacant eyes, enduring the hellish agony myself too. Before I knew it, I was the only one left alive. Before long, like my friends, I too would perish and become ash. That's what I thought, but for some reason, only my body began to experience strange mutations. god. Oh, Misyr, baby. No. My body twisted. My bones stuck. I don't need to see that. My bones stuck out. My skin hardened and the color changed. I no longer needed food nor drink. Perhaps absorbed from the dead, my body gained immense magic powers and began to grow into something enormous. Jesus, are they murdering that guy? Oh my god. Well, alright then. It was the suffering that made me crave death, yet the transformation's torture didn't stop. It took several hundreds of years to end. Then, all that remained was this body reduced to a grotesque form. Jesus. After that, learning to move around decently took another few hundred years. Then finally, I began to realize I was going to be truly and utterly alone. Even the giant ark that we rode and carried us here. Even the gate to travel to and from our original world. During that long time I was suffering, had all been buried in ash and had vanished. Oh, Otome, I hope you're not dead. I was at a loss for words at the things he had told me as he continued walking. He should have waited until we got to the damn gate. And Misyr, that form.
そう。多分環境への適応ってやつ。俺の体だけがこの死の世界で生き抜くための変化、あるいは進化を起こして、あんな滅びをまき散らす異形の姿になる形で生き残ってしまったんだ。
After enduring hell for hundreds of years as his body changed. When it was finally over, his human form was traded for this one, grotesque and with the power of ruin. And after all that, for tens of thousands of years, he lived in this lonely world. I can't even imagine what kind of hell that must have been. But the world eating away at me now is more evidence of it than anything. I had shed tears before I knew it, and Misyr wipes them away with the finger.
これはもう過ぎ去った過去で、ただの事実、起きてしまったこと。けどね。
Misyr smiles. I didn't think this world would make me suffer once again. With a beautiful, sweet smile.
こんな俺の人生にも救いはあった。手をね、差し伸べてくれた人がいたんだ。
I had taken grotesque form. taking grotesque form, whatever. But at first, I wasn't discouraged. The Ark and the Gate, they might have remained somewhere in this world. Excuse me. Especially the Gate, it wasn't something that could be destroyed physically. So, if I search the world thoroughly, I might find it somewhere. Ow! My leg. I might be able to return to the human world. I simply wanted to escape this world of end times and return to my homeland. I wandered searching this barren wasteland for tens, hundreds, thousands of years. Despite searching for so long, I couldn't find a single clue. My journey of thousands of years in vain. The moment my heart broke, I collapsed to my knees and screamed. Wow. I tried to take my own life, but the ash would immediately shut my wounds. Wow. With even death denied to me, I gave up on everything. I was prepared to live an eternity in solitude here in the world of end times. But even in this world of nothing, there was one thing that brought a change. That was rarely, once every few decades, a wormhole would open. I mean, I say that, but most of them closed instantly and were very fragile. But once in a while, from the wormholes, from other worlds, life forms would fall. That's right, aside from myself, this world bestows an end to visitors. Yikes. Demon beasts from beast world, fairies from the fairy world, demons from the demon world, angels falling from the heavenly world, and many other worlds. At first, I thought I wouldn't be alone anymore. I ended up feeling happy. That joy was short-lived. Unlike me, there wasn't a single one suited for this world, to this world of end. Let me read that again. Unlike me, there wasn't a single one suited to this world of end times. That's right. Everyone who fell in would die. In agony, they would turn to ash. Even if I tried to help, I turned life to ash simply by touching it. So there was almost nothing I could do. If there was one thing, though, in regards to the countless lives that vanished with the passing of time, I could attend to them and listen. Help me. I don't want to die. I want to see my family. I want to go home. Why won't you help me? Repeatedly listening to such lamentations, I could only watch these countless lives die. I learned about the other worlds as I cared for them, and the power I stole from the dead afforded me the ability to wield magic. It's ironic. That really is all I can say. After they passed and became ash, I would make a grave, mostly for myself. All I did was watch my visitors die. For thousands, tens of thousands of years. Tens of hundreds of thousands of people. After becoming the Ashen Gravekeeper, that's what my life was, the life of Misyr Rex. After starting that, I wonder how much time passed. One day, suddenly, at the edge of the graveyard, a fish, damn it. One day, suddenly, at the edge of the graveyard, a fist-sized fissure of a wormhole opened. It was really small, but it was my first time encountering a wormhole that didn't vanish in moments. At the time, due to tens of thousands of years in despair and solitude, I had lost the ability to think properly. Excuse me. I was taken in by the light leaking from it. Unconsciously, I was peeking inside. There, I found my salvation. There was a young human girl there. The girl could see me through the fissure and looked up with curiosity. Is that me?
Is that me? Who are you? Oh, are you a friend of Grandpa?
She gave me a pure smile. An innocent face, not knowing a single trace of sorrow and despair of the world. I felt hateful. While I spent an eternity in this world, my heart eroding and tending to the dead, this girl, just thinking about her living so carefree, revived the negativity that had died in me. I'll kill her. Whoa, pal. You're just looking at this child, you want to kill her? As if to vent my anger, I eagerly reached my distorted hand to the fissure. When I did, just before, the girl ran out of my field of view. Well, that's only natural. With such a monster before her eyes, of course she would run away. More than failing to kill her, my heart was wounded upon realizing that reality again. However, I was wrong.
Here, you can have this coffee.
The girl came back with a cup in her hand, saying this with a smile. Inside was something black. At the time, I didn't even know the name of that beverage, but it was steaming.
Your voice was really dry, so you must be thirsty, right? I did my best to make the...
What? The little girl made it? Oh, shit. Oh, don't say it tastes like shit. Hopefully. That's right. The girl. Upon hearing my groans, while still a child, she was concerned about my lack of vitality and took the trouble to bring me a drink. To make coffee for me.
Oh, it's a secret from Grandpa. Grandpa said I'm not supposed to use hot water while he's gone. Also, if it isn't good, I'm sorry.
How can I put it? This child is talking to me like it was normal to let me read that again. This child talking to me like it was normal left me completely dumbfounded. Before I realized it, I had accepted it with a trembling hand and brought it to my warped mouth. Let me guess, that coffee cup... Oh shit, sorry, I didn't mean to talk. But that coffee cup, that's what he kept. It's from around this time. That one cup of coffee. Hundreds or thousands, no. After how many tens of thousands of years this warmth given to me from a living being, I couldn't stop my tears.
Aww.
Right at that, excuse me, my voice. Right at that moment, it wouldn't have been strange if the cup and the girl turned to ash and vanished. Why were the cup and the... I read that wrong. Why were the girl and the cup safe? Even now, I still don't know the reason. But that miracle, it made me happy. Damn it. Excuse me, y'all. When my tears fell and soaked into the ashen land, the heartless wormhole began to close, and I started to lose sight of the girl. I didn't know if it would reach her, but just before it closed, I called out to the girl. Oh, I couldn't even hear it, but whatever.